BRAINY presents How to Know If You Are Smart. 10 Signs You Are Not As Smart As You Think. The word smart is most often used to describe someone who has or shows a quick-witted intelligence. And naturally, we all want to be considered smart people. However, if you display the following signs, you may not be as smart as you think you are. But don't worry, even if some of the following traits do apply to you, by simply being aware of your weaknesses, you'll be at least able to improve yourself. So let's get to it. Number 1. You talk more than you listen. Are you an active listener or an endless babbler? The answer says a great deal about just how smart you really are. If you always end up talking only about your own problems and successes, others will eventually stop coming to you to talk about anything at all. If you desire to be listened to, then give others the courtesy of listening to them as well. Expand your sphere of influence and learn from those with different perspectives and experiences. Number 2. You're always right. Although it might be hard for you to accept, I hate to break it to you, but you are not always right. The truth is, you can always come across someone who has more insight on a particular subject than you do. The best way to deal with this existential crisis is to accept the fact and use it to enhance your intellect. So stop pretending you know everything and just humble yourself to others. Number 3. You show off only the good. When meeting new or important people, it's always good to put your best foot forward. However, if you hide your true personality, or worse, you lie, just to create a better impression, then you are definitely not doing yourself a favor. Smart people value truth and know better than to hide for the sake of being accepted. Instead of showing only your good side, stay true to yourself and others. Number 4. You're always in a conflict. Do you find yourself in a perpetual state of debate? Is it more important for you to be right than to find a resolution to a problem? If so, chances are that you either caused the conflict or you made it worse by adding more fuel to the fire. Smart people either do their best to end a conflict or they simply don't get involved when there's nothing they can do. So try to avoid unnecessary conflicts. You can utilize all that energy in far more productive ways. Number 5. You fear change. If you generally reject new ideas or feel threatened by them, especially without even understanding their objective, your intellect might not be as appreciated as you would like. Smart people have the ability to adapt to changes and get a hold of their own future. So keep an open mind and instead of fearing change, learn to embrace it. Number 6. You discourage others. If you have a tendency to imply to others that their ideas or problems are not worth your time, then you are totally discouraging them. Smart people help encourage others by actually paying attention. So make a conscious effort to listen to other people, and encourage them by sharing your knowledge and offering positive advice. Number 7. You feel threatened by disagreement. Do you feel threatened by individuals, groups, or news that make you insecure about your beliefs or views? Do you like to stick with those who love to agree with you and seldom try to challenge your intellect? This is also known as a form of confirmation bias. Smart people can get the better of this cognitive bias, and they don't let it affect their judgment. So open your mind and don't be afraid to explore other perspectives. Number 8. You prefer lowbrow entertainment. Do you spend hours watching reality TV shows? Are you content with entertaining yet hardly thought-provoking reading material? If so, then you're blocking your ways of expanding your horizons. Smart people thrive on reading books and watching films that spark their creativity and make them think and question. So challenge yourself with some difficult subjects or a few hours of intellectual reading. Number 9. You are always so busy. Do you find yourself fighting the clock and running around from one crisis to another? Occasional bouts of overwork may be unavoidable aspects of our lives, but if this is a recurring theme, you aren't as smart as you think you are. Smart people are never too busy to make good decisions, to listen, or to learn. So put more emphasis on being effective, rest more, and spend more time on things that really matter in life. Number 10. You use your intellect to intimidate others. Do you enjoy making others feel stupid? Well, if you get a kick out of intimidating others with your intellect, you actually come across as an arrogant ass, giving quite the opposite impression of what you had hoped for. Besides, this type of behavior is similar to bullying. Humility is the answer to this one. Being humble not only makes you big morally, but also makes others respect you more. The takeaway from this list is pretty straightforward. If the feedback from your surroundings is different than the self-image you have created in your mind, it might just be a sign that it's time to evaluate yourself and perhaps start implementing some of the changes just mentioned. So how smart are you? Share your genius thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.